Nuclear drama, baby. Well, when is it never nuclear drama? It's all good and fun games. What happened over the last couple of days? I haven't been keeping up with the One Frame Man because it's honestly it's One Frame Man fatigue at this point. But bro, he looking like. You remember this? Yo, shout outs to Tojima Kamen Rider. Bro has transformed into Nicholas Blue. He's looking like a Shocker or like The Mask, right? Y'all know this one? What the fuck is happening? And you know what? No matter how much you may hate this guy, no matter how much bias you have against this guy, you have to say that absolutely what an entertainer. The costume, the effort to paint his face blue, it takes dedication. It does. All right. Apparently he's reacting to a lot of different people here. But none of them matter, right? Who's the only one that matters? It's me. That's right. I'm a narcissist. I'm an egotistical narcissist and only my reaction matters. So we're going to do Kaka TV reacting to Nicholas Light TV, reacting to Kaka TV, reacting to One Punch Man. And hopefully after this, we can get Nicholas Light TV reacting to Kaka TV, reacting to Nicholas Light TV, reacting to Kaka TV, reacting to One Punch Man. And then hopefully someone else can pull up like Neil Desire Freshest Anime and now they can get those. It is an infinite loop. It is an infinite loop of Human Centipede while we eat and shit out each other's excess and it becomes recycled and it is beautiful. For your entertainment.
Through the fucking season, it's about to be saved. Next up, we have one of my Asian boyfriends. Kaka TV,
One of? What?
It's about to be saved. Next up, we have one of my Asian boyfriends.
One of? How many you got? What? He cheating on his wife? I knew those voice messages were real, bro. Remember those? I can't believe this filthy ass fucking traitor. He cheating on his wife with other Asian twinks? And then he's cheating on me beyond that? What the fuck?
Friends. Kaka TV, One Star Man.
One Star Man. One Slide Man. And now One Star Man. Yeah.
You forgot about One Slideshow Man, One Trash Man, One Speed Lines Man, One Blue.
I don't like One Speed Lines Man because that doesn't make sense. Because they were adding so many speed lines last episode. I understand that you want to meme on it, but some of these branding names, it just doesn't make sense. One Starman makes sense. One Slide Man makes sense. One Trash, one whatever, it makes sense. But One Speed Man is something I heard last week, and I'm like, there's a lot of speed lines. That's what we're condemning. But you want to like brand it as like one something, and now it doesn't make sense. One Speed Man is actually a compliment. There should be many Speed Man, but it doesn't sound right?
Blue Man, actually, you forgot about me. Or my favorite, One Shit Man. I want to see if he talks about.
It's the post-credit scene. Of course, he's not gonna talk about the Atomic Samurai scenes. You're not gonna talk about the pre. It's gonna be the 30-second post-credit scene. Oh my god.
I want to see if he talks about how long this frame's on.
I count it literally. 30 seconds.
30 seconds? I didn't even know that.
30 seconds.
It was longer than the trailer we got for the fucking anime. 30 seconds longer.
30 seconds of amazing direction, huh? Wow.
Quick, guys. We need another 30 seconds to a minute on the episode. Here's a picture. Start at the top of it and move it down for 30 seconds. There you go.
All right. And you know what? Gyoro is right. The real fight starts now, guys. It does. Every episode, baby.
Oh, yeah. The fight between me and a noose.
From episode 8 onwards. Nah, don't. Nick is laughing it up, but like, I need you to understand. And listen, I don't like playing characters and pretending like we're doing charades, all right? I want to talk to him like just honestly. I think that's the least amount he deserves. I know he happy as fuck. Don't lie to me. Every episode of One Punch Man that is shittier and shittier, there's more money coming into you. Come on. This is an absolute fucking masterpiece of a farm session. This is actually skillful. In this dead season with garbage animes coming out, there's a couple good ones, even some great ones. It's a dead season. I think that fall 2025 is the weakest season relative to the other seasons happening this year. I think that obviously winter and summer were the strongest. It's going to be subjective of which animes you prefer, right? If you're a Solo Leveling fan, you're going to say Winter no matter what. I think Summer was very compelling with Lord of the Mysteries, Takopi coming out, and even like shows like underrated shows like Call of the Night, right? Like those are some masterpieces, underrated ones, right? Spring was pretty weak. It had to be Hero X though, and it had to bait. It had to bait, right? But fall is like, we got, I don't know. We got Genosha. We got Wild Ass Boss. There's a lot of, good, decent seasonal slops here and there, right? Gachakuda is carrying with the second sequel. I think Mugen Gacha, ironically, it's a JC Staff anime. It is literally one of the better animes of this season. And then there's One Punch Man, and you would think that he can't farm it. He can farm it, because I need to let you a little secret, guys. We don't really care if something's going to be good or bad. Of course, would we prefer if One Punch Man was better? Absolutely. I'm actually shocked that he's not farming My Hero Academia at all. Do you guys know why Nick isn't farming My Hero Academia? I thought that he was on top of that shit, but basically what I'm trying to say is, for a content creator, there's a very insidious thing where we profit no matter if it's good or bad. What we don't want, actually this My Hero Academia is over here. What we don't want is actually mid. If anything is boring, like, it's like not bad, but it's not good. It's like, no one watches that. There's no drama to be farmed from it. There's no glaze for it. It's dead. But when something is garbage, like One Punch Man, these cries for help are tears of orgasm. Every week, there's something new. And then there's even more drama. Every video he uploads, someone else is going to be mad. Someone else is going to make their opinion piece. The retards on Twitter are going to go livid. And then he gets to make fun of them and farm it, and we win. So you gotta realize, like, oh my god, another bad week is coming up. No, that's the best fucking thing that could happen for Nicholas Light. In fact, the worst thing that could happen for Nicholas Light right now is if One Punch Man actually gets good, which is really fucked up, right? If One Punch Man actually becomes good, suddenly he can't ride the hate train. And negative emotions are actually stronger than positive emotions. I'm sure you understand that, right? And when it gets good, now the haters can't really shit on it. In fact, they're gonna come off petty, be like, oh, it wasn't actually that good. And now, it's actually better if it gets shittier and shittier. So just keep that in mind when you watch these drama videos. There's nothing actually serious going on. It's a load of bullshit with a bunch of us just entertaining, farming, reality TV slop. Treat it like that. That's when the real animation's gonna happen.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yes. Now. Oh,
yes.
Yeah. It's
up to the finale.
One Punch Man starts next week.
It was actually a fun episode. It was. It was. I understand. By the way, I think that next episode with the ninjas, it's gonna be really bad. I don't know what the roster, what the team is working on the next episode. But the focus was episode 5 and 9. That's what they were kind of highlighting. And we saw episode 5 and people were very disappointed. And episode 9, I believe, is going to be Child Emperor stuff. Next episode, episode 8, I think it's going to be the ninja stuff. And the ninja stuff, I am worried. Because we saw a bit of the ninja stuff in episode 3 and... oh my god. Here is a common retard I love. I think he loves One Punch Man too. You know what I think he also loves? Money, content, something to farm. Do you realize that these aren't mutually exclusive things? One person can love One Punch Man, but also acknowledge that there's a lot of content to be farmed from this, and the shittier it gets, the better it becomes for me financially. It's that simple. See, you are so emotionally blinded that even if I break this down, like I have, again, when I come into these things, there's no emotions. I have no agenda. I call out things for what they are because I think there's a lot of bad faith actors taking advantage of any situation, trying to misrepresent what they are, and then the people in the middle get caught up in it. You see this shit on Twitter with identity politics. What's happening to One Punch Man is honestly no different because what is it? Politics is simply a discourse of the way that people perceive reality. So you come in here and say, see, you're already playing team sports right now. You think that Nick is on the side of the righteous and that if I say that he benefits from the negative One Punch Man content and if I say that the best thing that could happen for him objectively is for One Punch Man to get worse, somehow you then take that personally and say, oh my god, you're wrong. I understand that you're a child and that you get emotionally caught up in these things. So if it's getting too hot, get the fuck out of the kitchen. But just understand that like what I'm saying, no matter how much it hurts your feelings, I ain't wrong, baby.
Punch Man starts next week.
It was actually a fun episode. It was. Yep. I understand that people who are set on, you know, hating on this anime will just hate on this shit no matter what. It's actually yes. Actually so fun to see all these fucking One Punch Man hating tourists in chat that literally pops up and nitpicks at every single little detail, like complaining and crying, but it's no, it's actually hilarious. Every week these random accounts pull up, they literally spawn camp the stream, and I need you to understand, this is not YouTube comments, this is like Twitch chat. There are people that's fully aware that every week that the restaurant that you go to is gonna have shit food. And then you pull up and then you act surprised of like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? I can't believe it's bad. And it's like, really? You can't believe it? We're here to fucking watch a dumpster fire. And you're in here crying that like you can't believe what's going on? It blows my mind. I think that it's a dog shit anime and it can have fun moments. But there are people that literally camp the stream just so they can say hateful shit to farm negative engagement. It's no different from, let's say, you know, on TikTok, how many times have you guys seen on TikTok where basically people will have very NPC coded responses, like in the big 2025. Remember that? Oh, this some X in the big 25, or like what do they say? The shriveled rose emoji, whatever. It's a very sheep mindset where they know that saying this line will get you the clicks. It's kind of like this. Y'all know this?
Try giving short.
I might get copyright struck for this, but basically here, Lois says a bunch of bullshit, and people don't really care until she basically says 9/11, and then everyone starts cheering. So basically, this is like the same example I'm bringing here of say One Frame Man, to say One Star Man, and people are like, oh yeah, just say six fingers, and then the best part, where is this shit? Do you guys remember yesterday? Actually, let me pull up that video. I think it's in my tier list video. I think I accurately summarized this. I think that a lot of people were also like, there was like a frame. There was like a single frame. There it is, right? Yeah, here we go. Right over here. Where do we see it? Where's the... yeah, here it is, bro. Six Finger Mizuki. All right, you want me to show you this? Let's talk about it. This is a very stupid thing to fixate on, because you're basically outing yourself as a tourist if you're really going to say, oh my God, like Six Finger Mizuki, bro. Like, all right. Linden Films, what's going on with the hand? I don't know. AI. Mappa, what's going on with the hands? AI. Toy Animation, this is recently really real, right? What happened? Some fucking retail AI. It's like, oh my God, they're using AI because more fingers. AI is when more fingers, by the way. Turns out it was real. And JC stuff. So are you now really going to shit on these studios too at the same time? Well, here's the thing, right? It is an animation mistake. It is a mistake. But these other shows don't get shit on it as hard. Why? Because, again, One Frame Man is at a state where no matter how trivial the error may be, because of the pile of shitfest that's been happening up till now, they will fixate on that no matter what. So I'm just trying to tell you that, like, listen, there's other shows that's even shittier maybe airing right now, but you as an anime tourist that only watch the most mainstream stuff, you don't understand. You then get caught up in identity politics online, social media, of people taking this current situation to the max to farm it for all it's got, just like Nicholas Light. And you know what? Fair game. So it's important for you to understand the bullshit and not get caught up in these bullshit things and call out what the reality is. Do you really think that the people showing up to my stream on Sunday specifically just to catch that One Punch Man are genuine fans? Do you really think that, like, or do you think it's a situation like this, right? Again, there's a restaurant. There's a fucking restaurant, and you know for a fact they're gonna serve shitty food every fucking week. There is nothing that will change. It's gonna get worse, in fact. But you pull up every week and you order this shit, and then you're surprised that it's shit. Then you film yourself and say it's shit and portray yourself as a victim. Do you think that these are genuine fans? Isn't that such a convenient thing to, like, basically say that, like, I'm the only real fan? That's why hate it so much. Like, I'm sure there are people that are very frustrated that are genuine fans, but when I see the actions happening week after week, it is wolves in sheep's clothing pretending like they are some sort of moral justice warriors saving the animation industry, when at the end of the day, they're just fucking clout farming, negative engagement farming on social media because they have nothing else going on for themselves. That's exactly the type of person that I'm calling out in my video right now.
Deserves it. I'm sorry, bro. It deserves it. It deserves to be nitpicked. We changed the name nitpicking to nitpicking, okay?
You know what Nick should do? He should brand his followers as the... Okay, I can't say this, so I'm going to spell it out. So, nitpicked is now nickpicked. I like that. Good branding. How about that? I can't say it, right? It's the Nick Ers. Yes. Nicholas Light's fandom. The Nick Pickers should be. Yes. Yes. Say this. Say this. Do. Yes. I'm telling you. No. The rage baiting that we can do on social. Nick, I need to send him a DM. I need to send him a DM right. I hope that he sees this part. Please, Nick, do this shit. Oh my fucking god. The amount of content that we're going to be getting until the end of December from this is going to be ridiculous.
It deserves to be nitpicked, okay? That's the only fun you get out of this garbage. Nitpicking every fucking
He's gonna dude. The more that he says Nick, oh dude, I feel like anxious. I feel like he's gonna just say the N-word accidentally. Nick is in chat. Nick, what do you think about this? Nick. What do you think about this, Nick? I'm telling you, you gotta be careful with this. I don't want to see you get banned, though, right? I'm not rage baiting to get banned, so please, you need to be careful in the way that you say this word. But I'm just saying, it's a special task force, bro. It's a one-punch man task force, the Nick Pickers, and they are called the Nick. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Can you see? I can see the vision right now.
Frame.
You losers literally pulled up to this.
Bro, he has to be joking right now, man.
I'm actually not joking, though. No. If you are basically criticizing the anime for what it is, I'm with you, man. I'm absolutely with you. But the people that I'm condemning are literally, again, the most disingenuous farmers who pretend like they're genuine fans when all they're doing is rage baiting. And listen, right? How many times I have to say this? I don't care if you're a good person or a bad person. You can be a white knight, shining armor, pretending like you are the just moral, ethical standard. And then you can also have an absolute degenerate asshole. But here's the thing. People like the honest asshole more than the dishonest white knight. And when I see these fucking roaches, tourists pulling up, camping the stream to nitpick at the smallest details when they don't actually give a fuck, just admit it. Just admit that you're fucking engagement farming. That's all I'm asking for, right? Just please, let's stop playing this fucking game of charades and act like you're better. No, just admit it that you're farming and we can just go.
Has to be joking, bro. There's something called hate watching.
Decided to watch an episode that you already watched just to fucking cry about it. Imagine being that much of a fucking loser. That's what I'm saying though, right? Every week you show up to the restaurant knowing the burger gonna fucking suck. And then you're like, yes, give me the shit burger, but you're ready to fucking film your like video about it and you upload it onto Twitter and then you say, hey guys, look how shitty the burger is. Like, don't you think that is the behavior of a fan, but maybe a little bit of grifting, a little bit of negative engagement farming? And listen, you're hustling, I get that, but please don't pretend like you actually fucking understand what's going on.
My God, bro, what? I thought you were on our side.
No. There is no sides. Remember, I never play team sports. I never get captured in identity politics. The moment that it's me versus them, you can no longer see the objective truth. And Nick, I understand that for someone as girthy and as sizable as you, 9 inches, by the way, you are obviously going to be presented as the face of the campaign and people will platform you as that side. But I genuinely think that it's not really in your best favor to see these things in absolute, because if you do that, you are playing identity politics and you can't see the truth. You have to be able to kill the emotion and objectively call out the bad faith actors that's going to take advantage of these situations and basically pretend like they're good people. They're not. Call those fucking retards out. I can't imagine. And another thing is, many people can't call that out. Basically, the popular narrative right now is you have to shit on One Punch Man because it's a garbage anime. And you know what? You're right. It is a garbage anime. But suddenly, this gets twisted into basically peer pressure. Now, the collective mindset within the community is you need to shut on it. If you ever acknowledge anything good, if you ever point out something that you think is bullshit, suddenly you are gone, excommunicated. You are no longer part of the in-group because of these team sports we're playing. And no matter how honest and objective that person's voice may have been, now they've been shunned. But here's the beautiful thing. I got my little tiny piece of the internet corner here where I just fucking say the most obscene shit, but approach the objective truth. Many people are afraid. They're gonna get canceled, bro. They're gonna get called out. Oh, this is a fucking Bandai Namco shill, bro. He paid off like Senshi and me. But remember the One Frame Man video right over here? Y'all remember this shit? The One Frame Man Unk. Y'all, if you haven't seen this video, you gotta go watch this. One Frame Man Unk crashes out on me. And in this video, basically, I highlight how people from both ends of the spectrum, the toxic positivity and the toxic negativity, are condemning me for being a grifter. And now, when you see that both sycophants from both ends of the spectrum who either hate or wants to pretend like it's not that bad, wants to shit on me for my opinions, I do believe that I think that I'm the most correct. I believe that I can call the bullshit so fucking hard, straight the fucking line, that people on both sides of the fucking spectrum who are basically hating or glazing this show are mad at me. I'm doing something right. And it's just like, it's crazy he shit on the manga, by the way. It's crazy he actually shit on the manga while saying the anime is not bad. I'm like, Unc, you gotta take your meds. Yes, how do I make myself feel worse today? I'm gonna hate watch this shit even more. God.
It makes me feel good hate watching it. I'm like a man on a mission. I feel like I was born to hate on this shit, man.
And you know what? You are. And you know what? I think that the way that you do it, it takes it too far, right? But I think Nick would agree that like that's his brand, right? It's his brand to basically take things to the utmost limits. And because of that, there's going to be fallout happening. And we've talked about this over and over again. But honestly, he's fucking killing it. Look at the numbers. In a dead season, to farm this shit like this, you're playing the game of YouTube really fucking well.
And that was my purpose.
But you know what? Thank you for the ad revenue. Okay, this episode? Yeah.
You know what, man? I'm going to be honest with you guys. There is a guilty pleasure in hate watching or hate playing games or whatever.
There is. I'm not a saint. Sometimes I hate watch. Well, it's not hate watching. I'll like Mad Lad of Culture, for example. Okay, let's like this fuck, right? This fuck, bro. Like if you know, you know, right? Buy subs and views, bullies other small creators on YouTube. Got called out by me for buying subs and views, and basically I retired this motherfucker, not to say his career ever began. But I guess this is one form of hate watching where I'm like carefully taking notes of like, I know you're a fucking rat. Your engagement makes no fucking sense to me. I know you're a fucking rat. And it, you know what? There's like a vindictive, toxic feeling of joy. I know. Negative feelings, negative engagement. Like even this, right? This is kind of like hate watching, hate farming, right? Except I think that when you hate farm, it's so important not to be consumed by the toxicity, because the moment that you're actually mad, it becomes nasty. You know, the vibes of the stream is gone. Like I've been in that situation where I'm trying to make some content, reading a stupid fucking retard's comment and then crucify him. But sometimes I take it too personal. It gets too angry, and now the video isn't fun. It's honestly feeling like you're stuck at a friend's house and the parents are fucking yelling and you're like, whoa, the vibes are uncomfortable here, right? So I really try to just kill the emotion. Entertain. Remember, none of this matters. Entertain and have fun with it.
Ever. Like, for example, I used to watch The Angry Video Game Nerd. One of my favorite things to do was to watch him cry and complain about the games he was playing.
Crash out. Yes.
How bad they were.
Yes.
How bad he was at them.
Yes.
There's enjoyment in that.
I agree.
So, like, the only fun we're getting out of One Punch Man is just making fun of it.
Yes, I agree with you. Bulk of my reaction is laughing at how bad the animation looks. Some parts of the story is hype, but I do agree. I think the best thing you can do to salvage a serious situation is to make memes out of it. That's it.
That is literally the only positive thing that you get out of this anime is making fun of it. You know what it's like? It's like when you watch those streamers that go around start shit with other people, like Jack Doherty and Johnny Somali.
Yes.
And you see people actually fight them back and like.
It's such a good feeling of Johnny Somali stuck in Korean jail, Jack Doherty in jail now, him getting called out by other young kids as he realizes the bodyguard that he bought can't fuck up the little kid and the little kid's cooking. It's like vindication, righteousness, just. And Nick, let me explain to you. That is the same type of feeling I get and my supporters get when I call out the bad faith actors too. Because the Jack Dohertys, the Johnny Somalis, you could view it as One Punch Man, but I also view it as the schizos going around on social media trying to make the situation even worse. And I love calling them out. And there's a vindictive righteousness. I crucify them. I call them why they're a retard and then call them a retard. I understand you.
Like, give them what they deserve. I love seeing that. That's like One Punch Man for me. Seeing how bad it is. It's what it deserves at this point.
Most of the highlights definitely was the Atomic Samurai scenes and maybe Captain Mizuki fan service.
I'm sorry, but the Atomic Samurai scene, I don't even give a fuck about. I don't care how well done it was. It was literally 3 fucking seconds. I am not gonna applaud them for 3 seconds of animation. In fact, it jump scared me. You ever get jump scared by
3 seconds of Sakuga, I feel like you got to be careful with this, right? Because I feel like there's been situations in the past where you have had 3 seconds of Sakuga and you fucking glazed over it. But again, right, because of the current state of affairs with One Punch Man, you will never give any single credit. And I understand the Atomic Samurai stuff was entertaining. It was a bonus. And I think that, again, there's no bias here, right? I am going to call it for what it is. All the other speedline shit, what the fuck? Atomic Samurai, hype, let's move on.
Animation because you're so used to things not moving. So when something moves, you're like, holy shit. Like,
Blue Lock effect, right? Lower the bar of standard so low that suddenly average looks peak. I understand that. In fact, bulk of the animes that we cover on this channel are exactly that. I'm a professional at that.
what the fuck was that? That's what happened with that scene. So if anything, that was the worst scene in the episode. All right, next up.
Atomic Samurai scene was acknowledged to be good, but because it's 3 seconds, it's bad. The bar has been so set low that suddenly average looks good. Therefore, it's bad. I get the logic. I get it. But at the end of the day, again, the more that like, this is like giving ammo to your haters, right? Because I think that the thing that people are waiting for is for actually good things to happen and for you to basically never budge your position, right? And that's the problem, right? The problem is people are going to say that you have an absolute position and you will never give it any credit because you have an agenda and you're walking backwards without an actual principle while basically hiding as a fan. Is that the truth? Or is that just a character that you play? It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that the outcome will not change when you don't credit these good parts. But here's the thing. You can't credit your good parts anymore, right? Because in a way, like your audience will also get really angry. And listen, I'm not here to call you a hypocrite, but I'm just trying to tell you, do you see the foundation that I'm building on of how much that you say you hate being audience captured? The more that you basically become the face of this campaign, the more people will credit you for everything, and the more that you cannot have a different position, even though the truth seems to be pointing something otherwise. And in the long term, it's gonna fuck you over, and people will call you fake, and then it's gonna same thing all over again, right? Every 3 months, some bullshit happens. It's bad. So I think that it's so important to, again, just kill the emotions and call out the objective truth before you start to gather these cult members that has an idea of who you are, but it's actually not you, and then it's even fucking worse at the end. I know that there's a lot of different parts of, you know, the video that has been reacted to, but listen, you think I give a fuck about these people? I'm the React Messiah, god damn it! Narcissistic, egotistical fuck that can't waste more time right now because this is like 30 minutes into the recording, and if I watched everything else, I think this would be a 4-hour reaction, and that's not very good use of time. Please check out link to the video. Go check out Nick. Check out his one blue man, you know, Nicholas Blue. The I'm just saying. Do you see the vision? I see the vision. I see so many videos that we can farm with this, bro. See you next time.